Cool. It's good to speak. Good to see you and good to speak to you again. Obviously, we just saw you down kind of sparring and what have you. But how's it been for you guys? Obviously, we talked in a car park about like the whole COVID situation. Give us your kind of thoughts on how it affected you, especially being kind of in the army and what have you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been everyone's life's changed, isn't it? So the world's changed. So it's still, it's crazy, really. Even when I go out shopping and that now, I still think it's surreal seeing everyone with face masks on and everything. But like, obviously, I last boxed in January. So looking at sort of like 8 months ago now. So it's been, I'd imagine, for the whole boxing world. I know, especially for me and the lads at the stable, it's been frustrating. Obviously, I work with the Army boxing team in a coaching role. Really frustrating for them. They actually the team were training for the Combined Services Championships, and the team got told the day before the championship started that it was off, and that would more than likely the team's going to get disbanded and everyone sent back to their regiments, because Army boxing team's like it's a full-time programme. So I've been back at my regiment, and then I was helping out with delivering PPE to like hospitals and stuff, so I got involved in that. And to be fair, because there was no boxing going on, the gym's closed, it was good to get involved in my regiment, 27 Regiment. So I've been back there, and now sort of like the last 4 weeks we've been back sparring since the government gave professionals a go ahead to start, under guidelines to start training again. But yeah, just been really frustrating. I should be on 6-0 now. I should be having another two fights under on my record, another 2 wins, and then I was looking at challenging for a title. So now we're just, I've said to John, I put it out there, I just said, look, beggars can't be choosers. I said, just take anything that comes up. I'll literally take any fight. Do you know what I mean? And still go into it confident. I'll be happy to step up to the 10-rounder. I've done 3 6-rounders. So now I'm back in training. John's put my name out there, and I'm just, we was hoping to get on a show in September, but the bill's already full, and now I'm hoping to show in October, November, but nothing in writing yet. So just training. First time in my life I've been training like I'm in a training camp, but with no confirmed date, so it's a bit odd.
Yeah, because you were saying, when we were speaking kind of off camera, you were saying that you're doing a lot of running and what have you, but obviously you can do all the running in the world, but it's not quite the same as
the
gym. And
that's it. Yeah, I was running, especially because obviously I was back at my regiment, but then we weren't all in work full time. We was on like call out to like go in when needed, because obviously to keep socially distant. So I spent loads of time at home when I've not been in doing my duties, and it's been like, it's been a positive, because my baby boy, was born end of last year, so I spent loads of time with my wife and my son, which has been great. And like I say, my main form of fizz right in the middle of lockdown was just running. I was running every day, and obviously my wife Alana, she's one of my pro trainers, so she can take me on pads in the garden and sort of tick over and that. But it's good to be back in here. It's good to be back in the hustle and having gym wars and stuff. It's great to be back, and the only thing missing now is a fight day.
Yeah, it's good. It was just we were saying, weren't we, that you've got look, big boys in the gym now, so it's kind of a bit more competitive sparring.
Yeah, the gym's like we're getting signings all the time. John in the last week has confirmed another two lads joining the stable. Both lighter weights, but one holds the Southern Area title at the minute. So it's really good. And we've got loads of big lads now. We've got Paul, who he's come over from. He's not boxing the last 3 years, but he's 6-0, 5 KOs.
He fought in Australia.
He fought in Australia. Yeah, so he's like heavy / cruiser.
Yeah.
We've got Jeff Dixon, who used to box a light heavy. He's come back now, and he's sort of like, he's like heavyweight at the minute, but I think he wants to box a cruiserweight. We've got Tom Simmons, who's getting ready for his debut. Other lads like Peter Nerdin and Sugar Sean and that, who are like sort of light heavy, super middle. So like sparring's been great, and we've had people coming in as well. So like today there's like 7 of us big lads all mixing it up, round in, round out. And it was the same thing on Wednesday, and the same thing last week. Wednesdays, Saturdays, we're all getting sort of between 7 and 9 rounds of sparring in, which is awesome. I say now, actually, need a fight now.
So, I mean, going back to what you say, I know you said that you're looking for an opponent. I won't say it on camera, but do you think the boxing's changed now, where people are now going to have to fight these sort of 50-50 fights rather than like kind of padded record with journeymen?
Yeah, which to me sound like I'd rather box. 4-0, obviously, I've stepped up quite quick. I went straight to a 6-rounder in my second fight. I've had 3 6-rounders. And so far I've boxed 2 journeymen and 2 blokes who weren't journeymen. One of them was undefeated, and one bloke on my debut, he'd knocked out 2 lads making their debut. So I've had 2 really dangerous opponents, and 2 journeymen who were decent. But I want these 50-50 fights. That's what I want. I feel I've done 3 6-rounders now. A lot of boxers, I've been looking at people's records on box racks. A lot of people step up from 6 rounds to 10 rather than doing an 8-rounder. You know, I've done 9 rounds last week of sparring with fresh people every round. So I'm ready to step up to 10 rounds if the opportunity's there. If not, you know, John's talking about guys who are boxing the amateurs before and setting up like a 6-rounder with them because there's a bit of history in that there. That would be great. But like I say, I just want to box. I just want to fight so much. I'm texting him daily, doing John's sort of editing. So any news still asking about?
It must be so difficult. Like, you know, you see these TV shows, and obviously there's only like 5 fighters. You know, I'm sure quite a few people are trying to get on them. But for you guys, like the small hall, you know, ticket sellers. Unless there's some sort of kind of pay-per-view kind of thing, which,
this is it.
You know, even that it's easy to say to do but you still got to get the tested and all this kind
Exactly, and they're limited to the amount of fights they can have on bills. I actually got an email today from the British Board, Boss Control, saying they've extended it now to 7 bouts per show.
I think they had to really, because you know, I mean, the pay-per-view,
so it was 5 before, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it was maximum 5 bouts.
It's been 5, and I'm pretty sure Frank Moore's got 6 sort of scheduled for October.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm assuming that's what you took. Yeah, you know, the board of it kind of.
Yeah, I've heard rumours, but I don't know if it's true or not. That sort of the way forward will be dinner shows for pro boxing, so they can maintain social distancing and still obviously sell tickets, get bums and seats, and have
like 4 fights a night kind of thing. And
that's it. Or like, you know, and that's like you say, that's why it's hard to get on these shows, especially for guys like myself, who's like I've had 4 fights. I'm not like I'm not box anyone out there. I'm caught in the middle. I want to, but I'll be willing to step up to a 10-rounder for the southern area, all the English, or I'd take anything like that. And I feel I'm at that level, but obviously that's my management's choice. And like I said a minute ago, like beggars can't be choosers at the minute, because they can only have so many bouts on a show, and you've got all the top-ranked guys. Obviously they're going to be the cream of the crop. They're going to be first picking. So it's just trying to fit in there, and that's where I said to John, if I had to box somebody who was ranked well above me, I would take it. I'd take that risk. I think about risk and there's no reward.
I think as well it works the other way. I think some promoters may be a bit sceptical about putting some of their prospects in against someone like yourself. That's
that amateur background. And we've sort of, people have said that to me. Said, you know, you could be a little bit avoided, and that's not me boasting or being big-headed, but because of my amateur pedigree and that, and obviously stepped up quick to 6 rounds and stuff, it could be, but I hope not. I hope people want to take my head off and we can get it on.
Hopefully, like, you'll get something like sort of at the end of the year, either a dinner show or some sort of TV.
I really hope so. I'll be wounded if I went the rest of the year without a fight. That's all in my head. I'm thinking, let's just get another fight in before the year's out. I had one January, let's finish the fight of another year, and hopefully next year, you know, the whole country's going by these guidelines. And then if there is, you know, like up north, there's some places the restrictions are getting tighter and stuff. But hopefully, because we've been there already now, that like we can still carry on progressing with sport and with business and everything like that, and still take these measures. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe something. You know, I know Alcesta did the Cold Wars kind of thing, didn't he? Because Byfield fought with it, didn't he, in Belarus? I mean, maybe there might be some sort of kind of opportunities there.
Or to go abroad and fight. I'll be like I say, I'll jump at anything. And I feel I'm ready for it. You know, that's the other thing. I feel I'm ambitious. I want to be British champion.
Because you're 32.
Yeah, I'm 33. So do you know what I mean? And that's it. Well, I'm getting better every fight. I'm not by any means too old, but I'm not by any means wanting to mark time and drag my feet and not boxing next year. I wanted in my 4th fight, I wanted that to be an 8-rounder. John was like, look, you gain your experience in 6 rounds. Let's gain the experience. When you go 8, you can't go back to 6. Let's gain the experience. So the plan was to have like another 1 or 2 6-rounders to get me 6-0, and then to challenge for something. Whatever my management got me was the challenge for some sort of title or title eliminator. And now I'm in the position where, well, we'd be 6-0 by now. We're not. Let's take that risk now. Like I said, I'm sparring loads, and I I just want to fight. That's all I want to do. I just want to box.
And just before we kind of finish, it'd just be interesting to kind of hear your side. Obviously, you know, in the army and stuff. Like, how's COVID affecting you guys there? Because, you know, obviously the social distancing must have been quite difficult. I mean, how did that work?
Yeah, so the way it works is like sections cover different days. I'm at a driver regiment. I've been for the last 2 years, because I spoke to you before, I was transferred from the infantry. So our job, my unit, 27 Regiment, has been really busy, because obviously we're a driver regiment, logistics regiments, we support and sustain, and obviously the hospitals have needed the support of deliveries and stuff, so we've been busy, but it's worked in shift work, so only a certain amount of people can be in work at a time, and it's still like that now as well. So yes, that's how it's working, and just everyone taking the precautionary measures that the hospitals are taking, that any services are taking.
Was there many that caught COVID within the army?
I'd imagine there was, but I don't know any numbers or figures. But yeah, there's a lot of coughs and people taking 2 weeks off.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. But alright, cool. Well, listen, it's been great speaking to you again. Hopefully we'll see you soon, and hopefully you get some sort of kind of fight video, and hopefully, if we can try and film it again. Yeah,
fingers crossed. Cheers for.
That's all right. Do you want to? Is anything like sponsors or?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my regiment, 27 Regiment Royal Logistics Corps. I'd like to shout out my sponsors, Team Crunk, TMP Diving, and Veteran Locksmiths. Obviously, they're still behind me, and like I say, because I've been back in work at my regiment and away from the army boxing team, my chain of command within my regiment have been really supportive of everything and possible dates coming up, and they're being real flexible with my work. So everyone's on board. So I'd like to say thank you to all of them. Yeah.
And how do people follow you on social media?
Yeah, so CHEZ NIHELL Boxing on Facebook and on Instagram, and on Twitter it's the same. Yeah, CHEZ NIHELL.
Sure, thank you.
Nice.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Cheers.